with another banger, man. Y'all know what time it is. So I'm gonna give y'all a minute. I'm a little late for this one. I had to get something to eat, man. I had some unexpected food pull up on me and I just could not let it get cold, man. So shout out to y'all that's waiting already in the stream. I see we already got somebody in here. Shout out to Juan, the real Juan, man. We gonna get this one started. I'm gonna give it a few minutes though before we get into, the meat and potatoes and everything. But welcome to this next stream. The market is about to go crazy, y'all. It's some uncertainty right now, but I think that's needed for, those paper hands to get shaked off. You know how it goes. They got to shake the weak hands loose before the rocket can actually take off. So this is what I'm excited to see. I like to see that the fear and greed index is creeping down. We're in that. Let's take a look. Let me see. Fear and greed index at that 39 level, which indicates fear. That's very, very important for y'all to pay attention to, because remember, when the market is fearful, that's when it's time to be greedy. When the market is greedy, that's when it's time to be fearful. So all y'all that were uncertain, I'm telling y'all right now, we got a really good sign right here, because usually this means people are going to start selling, shaking themselves out of their positions, and when they do that, the market usually takes off. So I'm excited to see, the fear and greed index being at a level this low as we're entering October as well. Hopefully this isn't one of them situations we see where, it's a buy the rumor, sell the news, and we've already seen the pump leading up into October. I'm hoping that, we're getting a reset here. That's kind of how I look at the fear and greed index. I take it as kind of like a reset when it comes to, should you be, just fearful at the moment, or should you be being greedy at the moment? Right now is the time to be buying. Also, look at where our indicators are on a lot of these assets. It does still show that we got room to go down a little further, because, the market just might want to shake people a little further to get more people to jump out of their positions. But after that, there is a rebound coming, y'all. 2025 will be big for crypto. If you're bullish, then, you should be preparing for it. You should be putting yourself in the positions that will pay off during, this next cycle. Because think about it, those seeds you plant right now have to take time to, I'm not sure how a seed actually, grows, but there's a process. You got to put the seed in, you got to nurture it, you got to, do some things to it before it can actually blossom and, bear the fruits that you want it to. So start planting those seeds heavily right now, especially when you see opportunities like this, when the market is extremely fearful. Think about it. Things were just going good, but then we got this situation with Iran, Israel, and it did weigh on the market. So, all you can do is look at it as a discount opportunity. Look at it. We just seen what people were willing to pay just, days prior for some of these same assets. So now, because of what's taking place in, these countries, people are fearful and the price is pulling back because people are selling off. It's not falling because the value of, or the intrinsic value is being lost inside of it. That's not the reason. There's uncertainty in the market. When that happens, people are going to sell. So, take advantage of it. But let's look at this. I got an article I wanted to go into just to get everybody caught up to speed on, what's actually taking place. So we got this article here from Bitcoiners. But first off, let me shout out everybody in the building. Shout out to Cody Strange. Said, what's good, brother? Shout out to Adam. I'm second. What's up? Shout out to Blockchain Bird. Salute. Just bought some memes greedily today. Nice work. Dave D in the building. Appreciate you hitting that like button. GS in the building. Salute. Said, yup, buying more XRP, XLM, and HBAR. HBAR is one of those ones that I haven't, got into yet. I always been meaning to, do some due diligence on that one, but I just got so much, that I'm already checking out. But I've always been hearing about this one. I just never been fully able to get into it. But XLM, XRP, those are a few of my favorite. I'm talking about 10 plus year holds that, I plan on holding for that period of time. Those ones are really a part of the future. And you can see, the positions that they play right now, even without all the excitement around them, even with lawsuits going on, even without, XLM armies, similar to how we got with the sheep army and, memes and all these things, these ones are still withstanding the test of time right now. Still top tokens or top coins. So blockchain said hindsight is 2020 after seeing coins cheap for years, then suddenly blasting off all at once. Them $5 plus DCA is the best strategy, not behind the bag. I'm not sure what you. Oh, not. I think you meant. I don't know what you meant right there, bro. But salute though. Appreciate you pulling up. Blockchain Bird said, make sure y'all please subscribe. Shout out to all my new subscribers, all the old subscribers, man. I appreciate everybody for rocking with us. But I want to go into this article just for y'all that might be uncertain. For those that might be, looking at this and going, it's all over with. October is done with. Remember, the market prices things in instantly. As soon as things take place, if the market catches wind of it, things start to move automatically. It's not gonna, be a time where, this catalyst happens at this point, or we're informed about this catalyst, and the market doesn't start to price this in. But we don't have that in the outside of this missile strike situation. Right now, October is just a bullish month for crypto in general. That's what we're looking forward to. The fact that October, I think, I was looking at it yesterday. They said October usually ends up like 263% for I'm not sure if it was Shiba Inu. I think it was for Shiba Inu. I can't remember. You got to watch last night's live stream. We talked about so much on there, but we went over our article. But October is the second most bullish month for crypto as a whole. So, I'm excited for, what this month can hold. A lot of people are, just basically sitting on the sidelines and kind of just waiting to press that button. They're not sure if they should, go long right now or, start to liquidate. So, position yourselves before everybody gets the confidence. Now, obviously, remember the market can still pull down further. So this is why you should dollar cost average. Don't just dive in with everything you got. Well, also remember this ain't financial advice. Adam said, bro, I bought Shiba because of you and I staked it 2 years ago and now I'm almost half a millionaire. Thanks, buddy. Good work, brother. See, that's what it's about, man. Making sure that the people, we all eat together. That's what it's about, man. Sharing this information. A lot of people, it's going to take them some time to catch on. But once they do, they understand that this is a completely new lane that's open to us that wasn't open to us before that, we got to take advantage of. We can't just let this entire, digital asset wave, go by and not be, invested into it. You got to get into it. You got to try to create that financial freedom. Even if you're doing, a career job, whatever it is that you have going on, you got to still put a little something to the side just to give yourself the chance to let your money work for you, especially if you're not doing it in any other areas. But good work. Shout out to those who, stayed down for the come up. Mad said, let's get some money. Facts. Blockchain Bird said, fumble the bag. Shout out to PD, my brother in the building. Said, smash like button on the way in. Blockchain Bird said, October. Facts. Let's get into this article. So, take a look at this, y'all. Iran's missile strike on Israel shakes crypto market, price plummets. So Bitcoin fell more than 6% early on Tuesday as a result of Iran's missile attack on Israel, which intensified tensions in the Middle East. As soon as the market for cryptos opened up, Bitcoin dropped to its presence level, a little below 61,000. Bitcoin had already fallen from the 62,000 earlier in the day, which contributed significantly to the phenomenon. Volatility that sparked dissatisfaction around the world, fearing what this war might bring. Investors rushed away from the riskier assets like Bitcoin and sought traditional safe havens and gold. So this is what happens when the world starts to, fall apart. This is what we're going to see, take place. Bitcoin isn't just yet at that point where people are looking at it as valuable as gold, because, I heard a conversation the other day. People were saying, if all the electricity goes out, and everything, what will people do then, basically? So obviously there is some ways to, get around that. But if the whole world is blacked out, then yeah, it pretty much is over for, the majority of, crypto as a whole, or as we know it. But so some people will still look for tangible physical assets, gold, silver, coins, gold bars, things of that nature that they can, have with them and feel like they're holding on to their money. So Bitcoin still has some room to go. So whenever things like this happen, we get a negative catalyst taking place. we're going to see Bitcoin affected by the uncertainty in the market. Investors will step away from, like they said, riskier assets. Bitcoin, crypto, NFTs, these are all considered riskier assets. With riskier assets, people are likely to, cut some of that risk when there's times of uncertainty. When people don't know how things are going to go, they're likely to say, okay, let me lower this risk. Let me take some of this risk off the table. Only keep what I'm willing to, lose. Or they might even say, let me, reduce my risk tolerance 50%, or something similar. So you got to understand that's a part of the game that's going to always happen. But these same people will run back to the market when things look better. So you have to keep that in mind as well. Remember, just keep in mind the places where people jumped out at, and as it begins to cross back beyond that level, people will start to buy in again, because a lot of people don't buy the dip. They only buy, let's say they jump out, Bitcoin hits from 66K, Bitcoin goes down to 61K. They jump out. Let's say Bitcoin pulls down to 58K, where we see at that lower Bollinger Band. Some people might only jump back in once it returns to the level where they jumped out at, or a little bit above that. So that's what happens. Some people leave money on the table each time because they jump around. So you got to understand that there's a lot of players. Majority of retail is playing the game like that. So that's to your advantage when you have this knowledge. So you just got to understand it and take advantage. But Bitcoin has already fallen 62. Okay. How the market responds to political unrest. Military strife wasn't the only thing that happened during the missile strikes. They also shook the financial markets. As tensions rose, the U.S. government revealed that President Joe Biden had ordered military aid for Israel. Investors are now even more worried about the effects of this intervention on global security and the possibilities of worsening of the situation. As news feeds were filled with stories of missile launches, Bitcoin's value dropped about $3,800 in just a few hours. It fell for a short time to around $60,200, but later in the day it slowly climbed to around $61,500. So it was a bearish October. Also the so-called Uptober for its historical gains in the past, and this is what the traders were hoping for, but chaos dashed that dream. Big liquidations on huge cryptocurrencies made the sell-off even worse. Positions in Bitcoin and Ethereum alone lost over $481 million. So remember, we talked about that. It was actually like $495 million that got liquidated in that short period of time. So that's going to weigh on the markets. That's not, we talked about those Bitcoin futures that got liquidated. Short and long positions, got closed out, which removes liquidity outside of the market, which brings down the overall price on Bitcoin, which also affects the rest of the altcoin market. You got to understand that. So positions in Bitcoin and Ethereum alone lost over $481 million. In the past, geopolitical situations have caused sharp drops in crypto values, which shows how sensitive Bitcoin is to events happening around the world. So gold, unfazed, crypto takes a beating. Curiously, as Bitcoin was losing out, gold prices surged 1.2% to touch near record highs as uncertainty fearing investors sought safety. So see, Bitcoin almost going to record highs due to Bitcoin pulling back and people looking for safer assets to be in. So in reality, this is not a new pattern that one has seen before. People have seen this pattern in the Russia-Ukraine tension and the brewing tensions between the U.S. and China. And it's like, why would they wait right until October to do this? Like, this is crazy. I mean, not saying they should have did it at all. I don't know what's going on over there, but like, it's always something with these markets. This is why you can't just say, I'm counting on this time in the market. This is why we always got to remember we don't have a crystal ball, because a lot of things, that we can see and, and expect to happen. Who would have expect that, Iran was going to be attacking Israel? And again, I don't know what's going on, the reasons. I'm not, getting into that, but it's just like we can never, just have certainty to that extent to be that confident where we could forget that we never know what's going to happen. Even with, it being October, even with the elections right around the corner, and everything is seeming like the stars aligning, we get this all the way out of left field that, pulls the entire market down. So this is why, technical analysis is only, used as an aid. It's not used as the end all be all, because you can't, technical analysis can't predict countries going to war with each other. So gold unfazed. Traditionally, Bitcoin have rallied well after initial declines on global tumult, but there are still traders who want to hedge the price and rush to decrease their investments, causing the price to go down. The way things are now makes many wonder where Bitcoin and other cryptos will go in the future. Analysts believe Bitcoin might test the 60K support or lower if things worsen. So I believe if things get worse, we could possibly see 58K Bitcoin, which is only like $2,000 away from where we are right now. And it doesn't, scare me. It's just, being informed on what could potentially happen. So we're on Bitcoin's chart right now. So take a look here at the Bollinger Bands. We see Bitcoin already broke through its mid Bollinger Band. This is supposed to be a key support level along here. If the price breaks through here, then we know it's likely to want to try to retest or, test this area at the lower Bollinger Band. So our lower Bollinger Band is around 58,200 just about. And remember, always give or take a little bit because, some people are also looking at this data and predicting these movements to happen. So they'll set their orders or, whatever it is, a buy order, sell order, they'll set it a little bit above or below that position just to make sure their order gets hit earlier. So keep that in mind as well. You don't always have to put it exactly at that point. But we see 58,000. So 58,176 is where the lower Bollinger Band is. So I'm, thinking like if things get worse, we know at least we can pull down to that lower Bollinger Band. If we check out the RSI also, the RSI is sitting at a 46. 46 is kind of in that neutral territory. With it being neutral right now, it's not overbought or oversold yet. So we can't just, say, hey, it's overbought. We can expect some selling pressure, in the short term. Or it's oversold. We can expect the bulls to step in. Right now it's neutral. The market is kind of indecisive. Take a look at the last two candles also. The last 2 day candles, pretty much notice how these candles are. Some of them have more confidence in it than the others. You can see, this candle was bigger. The real body of the candle bigger. These ones are thin, almost like doge candles. And the reason that is because the market is uncertain on which direction to go. So the market is in agreement with where the price is right now, but it's not confident on if there should be more selling or if we should have more buying taking place. So when this happens, we just got to let that consolidation take place for a moment and see if we get any confirmations from TA and look for breakouts, look for trading violating trend lines, look for indicators that indicate to us that buyers might be buying or sellers might be selling at that point in time, and then position yourself once you got a few confirmations. But as of right now, even myself, I'm uncertain right now because who knows if Israel is going to attack back, if the U.S. is going to step in and make things worse, and where it can go from there. It could just completely spiral out of control. Who knows if nuclear, warfare might get, into question. Who knows? And that could really affect the market. So y'all got to keep that in mind as well with this, war situation being on the table or missile situation being on the table right now. So it's really hard to call it. Now, obviously, we are bullish overall, but we see these fights, these types of battles, play out for months. Look what was going on with Russia and Ukraine. Look how long that lasted. I'm not sure if it's still going on right now. I'm pretty sure they probably are still doing something, but, look how long that was affecting and weighing down on the markets. So, just keep that in mind. But let's see. Okay. Let's see what other Bitcoin news we got right now. So Iran's missile strike on Israel shakes crypto markets. Google searches for Bitcoin keyword crashes. Why this is bullish for price. Kiyosaki warns don't trust investment advice, even from Jesus himself. Analyst warns against Bitcoin long position. Here's why. Bitcoin correlation with S&P 500 hits 2-year high. What this means for investors. Okay. So let's take a look over what Shib has going on for right now. Somebody motivated me for this stream. You know, they dropped a comment saying Shib was dead. I'm like, they said Shib and the crypto market as a whole is dead. And I'm like, dude, how is Shib and the crypto market dead as a whole when, let's look at the 1 year. A year ago, Bitcoin was $26,866, and today it's sitting at 61,000. But the crypto market is dead. That's absolutely crazy. So, you know, for those that think that, you know, that kind of tells me where you got in the market at, or where you did not get in the market at. Because if you think the market is dead, then you probably somebody who bought in at, you know, you were getting Bitcoin at 73,000. And now seeing it down at 61,000, you know, feeling like the market is dead now. But take a look at this. So Lucy dropped a post saying Shiba Eternity Web3 beta, a fresh start for Shiboshi holders. Attention Shib Army, the much anticipated Shiba Eternity Web3 beta has officially launched for all Shiboshi, Shiboshi, and Shiba Eternity NFT holders. The time has come to immerse yourself in the Shib universe like never before. It's been a long road to get here, and we know you've been eager, but trust us, it's been worth the wait. After months of development, testing, and community feedback, the Shib Games team is ready to show you what they've been cooking up. Let's dive into what's new and improved. 1. The beta is now open. If you hold a Shiboshi, Shiboshi, or Shiba Eternity NFT, you can jump into the game today. No more waiting. The Web3 beta is live and running smoothly. So this is cool to see that, you know, now you can finally use the game to actually, you know, or use your NFTs inside of the game. A lot of people have been waiting on this feature. This is dope to see. 2. Complete game upgrade. The team didn't just add a few tweaks. They've overhauled the whole experience, from visual improvements to gameplay mechanics. This isn't the same game you've seen before. Expect something fresh, dynamic, and totally revamped. Sheesh. Interesting. So major bug fixes, persistent game freezes fixed. You can now enjoy uninterrupted matches. Animation issues and security glitches resolved and polished. Login difficulties taken care of. Getting into the game is seamless now. Quitters during matches, no problem. You'll still earn rewards even if your opponent leaves. Better handling of game states for smoother gameplay. And also, I want to speak on this one. The quitters during the matches, a lot of people complained about that. So basically, if someone left the match, I believe you weren't rewarded for it. You know, a person can quit right in the middle of the match before they end up losing, and you know, basically, you know, just, you know, and not count against them, and you don't get rewarded, I guess. So, you know, that's a big thing that people are complaining about. Also, better handling of game states for smoother gameplay. A new Force update feature ensures everyone is playing on the latest version, making for a consistent experience. 4. October brings exciting new features. Competitive tournaments are on the horizon, where you can put your Shiboshi to the test and even earn crypto rewards. A new in-game shop will also be opening soon, giving you access to all kinds of Shiba-themed goodies. So that sounds dope. I like the way the sound that is. Interesting. A new in-game shop. So I wonder, is it just gonna be in-game assets, or will they actually have, you know, have it to where you can actually purchase things similar to the Shiba Cows collection that you know, is connected like digitally to where you can basically track to know like, hey, this is a part of this official collection. I wonder if they'll have it where you can, you know, order official merchandise and things of that sort, not just in-game assets, but real world, you know, things. So built around community feedback, the Shib game team took the player feedback to heart, making sure the updated game reflects what the community wants. It's all about giving players the best experience possible, and they made sure of that with every update. The Shiba Eternity Web3 beta is now live with major improvements and exciting features on the way. If you hold an NFT, now's your time to step up and explore the newly refined world of Shiba Eternity. Get ready for an unforgettable gaming experience. And let's see what the community is saying. Pretty cool. Congrats. Fantastic updates. Looks incredible. And then somebody clapping. Let's see what else. So Lucy also says you don't know what you got until it's gone. Be careful what you're chasing so you don't lose all you had. Also, someone else saying just bought some more shib. Looks like he bought 2 billion more. Let's see. Hey, Shib armies, who is coming first to the first ShibCon ever? The whole world will hear the bark of 10,000 Shiboshis. If you know, you know. Let's see what else. Who is going to the ShibaCon? If you're in the chat right now and you're going to the ShibaCon, let me know. It will be in Bangkok, Thailand. So here's a post on why you shouldn't miss ShibaCon and why your brand should be there. ShibaCon is more than just an event. It's a pivotal moment in the Shiba Inu ecosystem and a must attend for anyone involved in the blockchain space. If you're part of the Shib army, this is your chance to connect, learn, and engage with the very heart of the community. It's an opportunity to immerse yourself in discussions about Shiba Inu's future, from tech advancements to new projects that could redefine the landscape of decentralized finance. For companies and projects, ShibaCon offers a rare chance to place your brand in front of highly engaged and passionate audience. The Shiba Inu community is one of the most vibrant and loyal in the crypto world, making this event a prime platform for visibility. Whether you're looking to launch a new product, build partnerships, or simply increase brand awareness, advertising at ShibaCon positions your brand at the forefront of a rapidly growing movement. The exposure doesn't stop at the event. ShibaCon is set to attract significant media attention and top influencers, amplifying your brand's reach well beyond the conference. This is your chance to align with the community that's driving the future of decentralized technology. In short, ShibaCon isn't just another event, it's an opportunity to be a part of something bigger. Whether you're attending to learn and network or promoting your brand to an influential audience, ShibaCon is where you want to be. Don't miss out on being a part of the next big chapter in the Shiba Inu journey. So you can see people bullish on this. Lucy asking, Mr. Lightspeed asking, what's the date? I believe that is November 8th or the 9th. Through like I know it starts on like the 9th. I think it's like the 9th through the 12th. It might have been, or even like the 15th. It might be a full week. So no one says it sounds so tasty. I don't think one day would be enough though to fit everything in and enjoy it fully. Shib has always been coin. No matter how you spin your crap, you see who's laughing when this coin hits. So he put 0.1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 zeros in a 1. So obviously, damn crypto doesn't like Shiba Inu. He feel we gonna pull back to 8 zeros in a 1, which that would be crazy if we did, but I highly doubt it. Sheep Army Italia says we're hard fork. Some other shilling going on. Okay. So let's look at some tokens now. Which projects are on y'all desk right now that y'all like me to check out? I'm trying to catch up with the comments. Okay, there we go. I got to catch up with everybody. You know, I got to show love. Shout out to Roland in the building. Said what up, everyone. GS in the building. Said gold, silver, always good. Adam in the building says it's kind of weird, feel annoying. The minute Shiba loses 1-0, I'm going to be a multi-millionaire. I still can't grasp that thought, but I know it's going to happen. And when it does, I got you, bro. Salute, shout out to Adam, man. It's definitely going to happen, bro. PD said we missed a lot that only big money was able in on the game. We here first, we win. Don't diss up, y'all. Adam says, what year do you think Shiba will lose a 0? I think possibly this bull run, 2025. If we get the bull run, whenever this next bull run is, that's when I believe she will hit that, lose that 0. GS says XRP below 50 cent is going to get bought up. PD says salute Dave D. Double OG in the house. Adam says just got a special report that Israel report says they live and die by the sword. Whatever that means. Not an expert, sorry. Hey, hopefully that means, well, I mean, we all know what that means, but I just hope the world can just, calm down, find peace, I don't know. PD said dock workers on strike from Maine to Texas. That hurts us too. Yeah, that's something I've seen too. That's crazy. Think about that. I thought about it when the truck drivers, went on strike were threatening to go on strike. But I didn't think about the dock workers. That was crazy. I was like, okay, truck drivers control a lot of, they have a lot of power in the United States, in any country essentially, because that's how everything gets transported around the country. But I didn't even think about the dock workers. So when I seen that, I was like, whoa. They showed all the different shipping containers, getting stacked up, basically backed up. Nothing coming in, nothing going out. I'm like, sheesh, this could be really bad for us, y'all. Which that's a whole nother, crazy topic in itself. But yeah, that definitely hurts us too, PD, for sure. Juan says, man, I'm not scared. I'm trying to get a 13-month loan. I wouldn't get a loan. Just take on a side hustle, so you can make some extra money without having to owe someone or interest. Roland says buy the dip. Juan said it's still going on. GS says SEC appeal equals shake out the little guys facts. Juan says it's always dropped when these things happen, but always pops back. Says I saw that comment. GS says, yep, Asia's going to buy this dip up. Anthony said market looking bad. Juan says, December, have you heard of Meta Legends? No, I haven't heard of that one. Roland said, you going to ShibaCon? I would like to, but I'm not sure if I'm going to make it. My schedule was, I had something already planned at that time, but it's looking like, I might be able to, it's a chance. I got to still see, though. It's a chance, but it's not for certain. But yesterday, I had, which I still do have to do it, but the date might get changed on what I have to do. So I'm not sure yet. Adam says Inu. Man says Pepe Unchained. Yeah, Pepe Unchained is one I've been hearing of a lot. I think their ads been popping up on, I think here on Dex Tools. Let's see. Did Pepe Unchained drop yet? Oh, so it already dropped? I thought it wasn't out yet. Okay, $70 million market cap. 210K in volume, 673 holders, 33.2 M liquidity. It don't got the, is this the right one? Let me know, Matt. Because I ain't gonna lie, that's a crazy liquidity for only 673 holders. Let me know, is this the right one? I don't see the Kakinu one. Oh, here we go. Is it on AVAX? I was trying to check the Pepe when I was asking y'all, was that the right one, but nobody responded. So I went to this one. But XRP, good buying time. Yeah, XRP, you could just buy XRP all the way, you know, not financial advice, obviously, but, you know, do your due diligence on that one. And, you know, you won't have a problem buying XRP under $1. Adam says, how long do you reckon this appeal process on XRP will be this time around? To be honest, bro, I have no clue. PD dropped the contract. Damn, they won't let me copy this. Hey PD, put it on my desk on Twitter. Let's see. Okay, here we go. I found it. Okay, yeah, I found it. So, sheesh, nice. This chart looking real nice right now. It's a roller coaster. 835K market cap, 105K in liquidity, 676 holders, 33K volume. Let's see. Not a lot of botivity. Some bots in there, which is natural. Okay, let's check out the Twitter. Koi trying pet fish swimming up the charts towards those gains. Contract address, 2,169 followers. This is an amazing post summarizing the beautiful narrative of Koi and what we represent. Thank you, Clarissa York. In case you like to read about it. So let me read the narrative, y'all. Sheesh. She sent a message. So hold on, let me see. I'm gonna let y'all read this a little bit. I gotta grab something to drink real quick. Don't go nowhere. I'm about to grab some something to drink real quick. Okay, we back. So let's see. So you haven't heard about Tron. If not, you're probably missing out on one of the more intriguing token stories riding the waves of the Tron network. Let's ditch the cookie cutter format and dive straight into the deep end. Koi fish in the blockchain. Okay, they're trying to get straight to it. Yes, you read that right. Yes, you read that right. Koi isn't just another token. It's an embodiment of strength, perseverance, and a community-driven dream. Inspired by the koi fish, which is famous in Asian lore for its journey to become a dragon, Koi taps into the rich metaphor as its guiding force. The koi fish represents good fortune, wealth, and resilience. All the qualities this token strives to live by. Think of it as a team, a community, and an asset all swimming upstream together towards something greater. Born in Sun Pump, raised by the community, created on the Sun Pump within the Tron network, Koi bonded in just over a week. A speedy beginning that led to the foundations of projected determined to swim upstream against the rough waters of the crypto market. While early investors took some profits, leaving the charts in the red, for now the project is far from over. Just like the koi fish battling currents, Koi is gearing up to push its narrative further with a dedicated team and community. Lock liquidity, unlock potential. The Sun Pump structure ensures the percentage of Koi's liquidity is locked within the contract address, adding a layer of trust and stability that's often sought but rarely found in volatile markets. While the charts might show temporary downturns, it's important to remember we're still swimming and we're in it for the long haul. The team is working hard behind the scenes, setting the stage for the next big leap. It's not just a dev, it's a team. In an ecosystem where projects are often defined by their devs, Koi aims to stand apart. Sure, there's a dev in the room, but it's really about the broader community pushing the narrative forward. The goal is not a top-down operation, but a collective effort to build something resilient and meaningful. The community is the backbone. The dev is just one more part of a whole. Everyone in the Koi pond has a role to play. Chart not looking great, the Koi don't care. Let's face it, markets are unpredictable, and while the early dips may be discouraging, the Koi team isn't flinching. Like the koi fish determined to reach the mythical dragon's gate, Koi is focused on the long term, on the uphill battle, and on the eventual transformation into something greater, a dragon soaring high. It's not about short-term gains, it's about resilience, the community, and building something that lasts beyond the charts. Perseverance is baked into the project's DNA. Just like the koi fish fights its way upstream, Koi will keep pushing. The meta is already written. You can't ignore the meta here. A koi swimming in the tumultuous waters of the crypto world, aiming to reach the top, and just like the ancient story transforming into a dragon, the Tron symbol, a dragon, the metaphor couldn't be clearer. Koi is here to stay, to grow, and to evolve into something powerful. It's not just another token, but a living story of resilience, community, and ambition. Still swimming? Sure, the chart might show dips, and yeah, some early investors took profits and left, but the team behind Koi is determined. They're laying out a plan, gathering the community, and pushing forward with the strength and clarity, just like the koi fish doesn't stop swimming in the rough waters. Koi will continue pushing towards its transformation. So now you've heard about Koi Tron. Will you join the journey? So let's take a look. 86 comments, 3,200 likes, 188 retweets. So we got gangbangers on there. Said, thanks for the review, my friend Koi. Bullish post, thank you. We'll be pushing up the string, swim up the top of the charts. Bullish on Koi to the sun. Is the new meta in Tron and explode, get before the meme takes off. So you see the community bullish on this one. Okay, let's check out more outside of that post. Let's see. Koi on Tron as a community. Catch a bag of koi now. Is this better? Sun pump means sunrise from the water versus a sunset into the water. Let's see. Koi community is one of the healthiest too. Come hang in the koi pond and swim to the top with us. We might be working hard, but we're having fun doing it. So that's what it's about, you know, a community that just won't give up. They'll keep pushing. You know, I like that already, the community aspect. Engagement isn't the highest, but that can just mean that the project is still fairly young. So this right here is one of the healthiest charts you will see on your timeline today. Current market cap It's 865K, a little dip from all-time highs. Next leg up from here, smashing millions in market cap. Come join us. So when did this one, let me see when this one dropped. Okay, August 31st. So just over about 1 month. Okay, website pretty simple. Just got the contract address on there. Dex tools, and then more links to the X, Twitter, Telegram. Chart definitely looking nice right now. Obviously, you know, we don't like to chase, so, you know, we would like to see a retracement for y'all that are looking, you know, at joining in this one. Juan got a point there, said give it a few more days and we'll see a lot more negative comments about crypto, then boom, to the moon. That's how it usually is, you know, especially when you look at those headlines, and that's what you're seeing a lot of. Let's see, Bitcoin knows. So let's see, Bitcoin news. Let's see what's the top news headlines. Bitcoin crumbles to 60K, giving up most post-Fed rate cut gains. So you can see that right there, that they're trying to put that, you know, negative picture in people's mind. You know, Bitcoin crumbles. Instead of saying Bitcoin pulled back, or, you know, Bitcoin had a retracement to this area, they made it seem like Bitcoin just crumbled all the way back to the beginning of time. Bitcoin was just $26,000 last year this time. Like, cut it out. It's at 60,000 right now. That's a nice gain in 1 year. Bitcoin price plunge on Middle East tension. Bitcoin falls to almost 60,000 as Middle Eastern concerns royal markets. Bitcoin tumbles back towards 60,000 as tension in the Middle East rise. So there's a lot of people that just look at these articles, and once they see them, right away, you know, they take these articles at face value. If it says bad, 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 you know, that's what they're looking at it as. They, you know, are selling, not willing to buy. But the smart thing to do is during this time is to take advantage of the fear in the market. It's what the rich do. The rich buy when it's blood in the streets. So move in the same manner. When everybody's, you know, cheering and showing off the gains, that ain't the time to buy, because now everybody's portfolio is up. You want to be buying right now when people are fearful, when people are selling, when people are jumping ship. That's the time. So let's see what else we see. SEC appeals Ripple case, citing errors in final judgment. Like, they just need to stop. Gary Gensler about to get put out. Let's see. Shiba Inu explodes 2,944% in massive bullish whale activity. Shiba Inu, here are the addresses holding 100 billion to 10 trillion SHIB and their total holdings. Let's take a look at that. Recent data on Shiba Inu holdings reveal a significant concentration of tokens among a small group of large holders. Notably, according to Into the Blocks data, addresses holding between 100 billion and 10 trillion SHIB tokens collectively hold a substantial portion of the token circulating supply. With over 668,000 addresses, these clusters currently control 302 trillion SHIB tokens. Essentially, just 668,000 wallets hold the largest supply of Shiba Inu. Further distributions of large SHIB holders. Addresses holding 100 billion to 1 trillion SHIB tokens currently control 173 trillion. This represents a notable increase of 1% over the past 30 days, suggesting that these holders continue to accumulate tokens. So you're seeing, the largest whales in SHIB continue to accumulate more tokens. What does that tell you? You got to connect the dots. Additionally, 43,500 addresses control between 1 trillion and 10 trillion SHIB, holding a total of 129.5 trillion SHIB. This category also saw a slight increase of 0.2% over the same period, indicating a steady confidence from the largest stakeholders. So that 0.2% isn't, a large amount, but still is very important when you combine that with the other section or the other group that is 100 billion to 1 trillion. That shows over, like they said, I believe 1.3, 1.4% increase. And when we see those small increases, we want to pay attention to it, because that means that they know something, or they're expecting something that, most aren't expecting. And remember too, they don't need the same amount of gains that, smaller holders need, because when your bag is already sitting in the millions, like we seen one trader the other day, he had a bag of, I think, around 60 something million, and in a few days he ended up making an extra 2 million. With the price moving in Bitcoin, I think it was like Bitcoin had only moved like $75, or was it? It might have been the ETH. Yeah, I think it was Ethereum. Ethereum had only moved $75, and he ended up making like $2.5 million from that movement, because the initial bag was so big once he put it in, and then once he sold, that small percentage on it, it equals a lot. So keep that in mind, that they don't need the same amount of gains that you might be looking at to reach millions. So further distributions of large SHIB holders, changes in address count. While the number of addresses in the 100 billion to 1 trillion SHIB range remains substantial, there has been a small decrease in the number of holders. The 624,500 addresses in this category reflect a 1.89% reduction over the past 30 days. So that shows that people are jumping off the ship. People are losing faith in SHIB. A small percentage, but it shows that it's working. Is working. They're jumping off the ship, which is making the rocket lighter for us to take off. So, I'm not worried about it at all. That's what's going to happen. That's the way, the markets work. People see another project, it looks shinier, it's moving faster, they're going to likely jump on it. I'm not mad at that. That's just how, the markets play. Some people understand what they're holding. They have the conviction in it. Others don't. So, shifts in overall SHIB holdings. Beyond the large SHIB holders, there are notable shifts in smaller address categories. For example, addresses holding between 10 billion and 100 billion SHIB have decreased by 1.18%, while their total holdings stand around 58.57 trillion SHIB. Similarly, the range of holders with 1 billion to 10 billion SHIB have seen a modest increase, with their holdings totaling 19.97 trillion SHIB, reflecting a 1.12% rise. These changes hint at a minor adjustment in medium-sized holdings, though the largest accumulation remains with the wealthiest investors. Okay. So, more options out there. People, are seeing a lot more projects on top of all the other projects that were here the last bull run, and people are going to step away. But as long as you are holding your position, you're buckled in, you will be rewarded for it. So, don't be fooled by the articles, which this article wasn't too bearish. It's just presenting the facts. So, I won't hold, who is this? This is the Crypto Basic. I won't hold them against, hold anything against them for this. But you got to remember, a lot of these articles are meant to cause fear. They're put out by, could be competitors, by even investors. Bigger institutions could pay for these articles to get put out, so that way you're fearful and you're afraid to buy, while they continue to buy the dip, or they continue to cause people to sell so they can get the price closer to their price point that they want to buy it. Keep that in mind. So let's see what else they got. Unlocking liquidity for a new generation of assets. Liquidity in the world of DeFi, the world of illicit, both excitement and concern. Excitement when you have it, concern when you're running low. Experts say Bitcoin surges to 100K likely as it breaks September jinx. Solana drops 9%, but looks to leverage on-chain activity. Surge for a rally to 186. Bitwise officially files for XRP ETF with the SEC. So the SEC doesn't like that right now, with them trying to get the ETF while this appeal is going on. It's kind of like a slap in the face, kind of like XETF or Bitwise kind of knocking at the door, like, hey, I know y'all got all this going on, but can we get that XRP ETF? So definitely, I know Gary's irritated by that. But BlackRock Bitcoin ETF enters top 10 rank of the biggest ETFs launched this decade. Tron founder cashes out $21.6 million after selling 53. Egen airdrop on Binance. Doge on chain activity hits 6-month high as indicators flashes possible 180% rally. And if any of these titles, catch your interest, remember you could just type it in and then you'll be able to see the article. But here's the number of addresses holding Cardano from 100 million to 10 billion as big investors increased by 30%. Shiba Inu, here are addresses holding. Okay, we read down one. XRP ETF filings are like a cheap call option on Trump's victory, says Bloomberg. Let's see. So filing for an XRP ETF has emerged as the SEC approaches a critical deadline to appeal the XRP ruling. But a Bloomberg analyst believes the move is a gamble on Trump's 2024 victory. The U.S. SEC is nearing its deadline to appeal the 2023 ruling that XRP is not classified as a security when traded on secondary markets. Judge Annalisa Torres delivered this ruling July 2023, making a significant legal victory for Ripple. It clarified XRP status and Ripple's sales of XRP on the open market. Now, the SEC has until October 7, 2024 to contest this ruling amid this billion-dollar asset manager. Bitwise has moved to list an XRP ETF. However, Alex Storin, head of research at Galaxy, believes the likelihood of the SEC not appealing is minimal. He urges that the chances of success for the XRP ETF would considerably drop if the SEC decides to appeal. XRP ETF filings are like a cheap call option on a Trump win. In response, Eric B., a senior ETF analyst at Bloomberg, compared the regulatory uncertainty facing the cryptocurrency market and economic concepts like the Fed put. He notes that filing for ETFs linked to XRP could be viewed as a calculated gamble, anticipating that a Donald Trump victory would create a more crypto-friendly regulatory environment, thereby enhancing the chances for the XRP ETF success. This is like the Trump call ETF filings for XRP, Solana, or any other altcoins are basically like a cheap call option on the Trump win, he said. On the other hand, the Bloomberg analyst noted that a presidency under Kamala Harris would likely maintain the current regulatory scrutiny under SEC Chair Gary Gensler, potentially hindering the approval of XRP ETFs. So there's the screenshots of those. Trump's stance impacting XRP. In recent times, Trump's stance on cryptocurrencies has led to considerable speculation within the crypto community. XRP supporters often point to Trump's pro-crypto outlook as a potential boost for the asset. They believe his policies would create a more favorable regulatory climate, allowing cryptocurrencies like XRP to thrive. Industry leaders like Charles Hoskinson, the founder of Cardano, have stressed that Trump's presidency could be more beneficial for the U.S. crypto industry than the one led by Kamala Harris. Speaking at the Token 2049 conference, Hoskinson argued that any candidate in line with decentralized finance and crypto initiatives would likely favor the industry. Ultimately, he pointed out that the SEC's current approach under Gary Gensler could change significantly with new leadership, particularly if Trump were to return to office. So that's some news, man. That's some news on the XRP ETFs. Interesting times that we are in. We know if we get XRP ETFs, Shiba Inu ETFs will not be too far behind. I wonder how the market is reacting. So the market even further, we did see a pullback a little more on the fear and greed index. It was at a 39, I believe. Now it's sitting at a 36, which is cool to see. So take a look right here. Market cap breakdown: $1.3 trillion in market cap for BTC, $319 billion in market cap for Ethereum. All stable coins put together, $166 billion in market cap, and then all the others. That's the Shiba Inus, the Cardanos, the and the newest meme coin you could think of, $523.3 billion market cap. So altcoins are at a $500 billion market cap right now. So imagine once, the altcoin market is at $1 trillion level, y'all, and beyond. That's going to be crazy. So right now, ETH bigger than the stablecoin market, but the others are bigger than this market. And it looks like this one probably combined. But fiat-backed stablecoin market, 24-hour volume, a little over 100 billion. Let's see. We had November 6th, it has 2.73 trillion of the market cap. Okay, 2.86 trillion. So I know I recall the time where we hit a 3 trillion of the market cap. So we're inching our way into those times. Y'all got to remember, just be patient. Understand that, just a year ago, Bitcoin was 26,000. Ethereum was, whatever it was at the time. People seem to forget this. Once we have a nice rally and we start to see that retracement, it's like people get amnesia all of a sudden. They forget that things were a lot worse, and that even with the retracement or the pullback that we're seeing, we're still better off than where we were previously. So you can see here we had a 90 on the fear and greed index, extreme greed level. So lowest levels we reached, the most fear was 25. Right now we're sitting at 36, so 11 points away, and the next lowest point from there was a 31. So with us being at a 36, we're not too far from where the fear and greed usually sees some support at. Because remember, these graphs as well, you can kind of look at those and put support and resistance on these graphs as well. Okay. So let's see what else. Rice. What is this? Okay, this on the Tron network. See which network is hot right now. Pochita up 28,571%. Let's check this one out. It must have just dropped today. So this one about 10 hours old. So up around 33,000% right now. So it went from 3 zeros when it launched, and it's up to 1 cent already. So this one is looking crazy. Pochita, this must have a narrative behind it. Pochita looks like the dog from the original Shiba Inu. A year since Boss' departure, we are finally welcoming a new member, Meet Pochita. She is the ex-breeder surrender to AFCP and held to LAP charity. I gave her the name Pochita because I really hope she can be strong and sweet like Pochita from Chainsaw Man. Huge fan, yes. Roadmap, website, community, decks, culture, codes, meme raids, Pochita on Solana. So this one going that crazy. That crazy. No roadmap, no team section, no tokenomics, just straight narrative. That's why narrative can be so strong sometimes. That's why it's important to pay attention to what the narrative can be. With only 864 followers. Let's see. Pochita Forever. Who's this? Oh, the Cheems. Okay, so this might be the Cheems dog. So I've never sided with or against the cabal. I'm following the volume plus momentum. Pochita on Solana in less than 24 hours reached $85 million volume, 8,500 holders, $25 million market cap hit. So yeah, this one is moving. Of course, there's going to most likely be a pullback, but this one definitely has some strong narrative. I already like the narrative off this one. The amount of volume shows you the amount of interest that people have. In less than 24 hours, over $80 million in volume. Sheesh. So that's what happened. The bonk owner decided to tweet that they've adopted a new dog called Pochita. What did I do? Left my wife in a restaurant and ran to my PC to buy Pochita. Not surprisingly, he's deployed on every chain. What is Pochita and how did it get to 20 million in 90 minutes? Yeah, this one going crazy. So 7 hours ago, based on that narrative, $87 million in volume already. And like they said, it's on every chain right now. Look at this. Look at all the Pochitas right now. 9 million in volume in this one. On Solana. Okay, this is the original. $13 million in volume on this one. So yeah, y'all might want to check out this Pochita. The original one with $87 million in volume is on the Solana chain, contract address, and then PUMP. Check out Roar on ETH True CTO. see. Roar. I gotta get some of this pochita though real quick. How long has Roar been out? Two years ago. It's not really doing that right now. Is this the one you were talking about? Chlor AI. I just typed it in. Is it all one word? Chlor AI. Nothing found. Chlor AI. I don't see. Let's see, Chlor. I know it ain't this one. This the only thing that pops up right here, bro. One up. Let's try Roar again. Okay, yeah, 2 years ago. Okay, what's going on with this one? Anything special taking place with it right now? Is it anything special taking place with this one? Well, okay, we're going to wrap this one up, man. I appreciate everybody for rocking with me. Make sure y'all go check out the video from today. Also, yesterday's live stream as well if you didn't catch that. Shout out to my replay gang. Appreciate everybody for pulling up. Make sure you leave a like on the stream before you get up out of here. And we are out.